A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once.
Welcome all, this is Blaezer RTW, hope you are good, I am good, 2v2. Okay, so on the enemy team we have Titan's Legionary, he's gone Macedon, he has 2 Cretans, 5 Cav, and then a load of Royal Pikes possibly, and 2 armies, I guess, depending who he's facing or if he's wants to back up Rome. On the other side we've got Sparky, he's the Julii, he's got 2 or 3 archers, 1, 2, 3 archers, 6 cav, and then a load of urbans. On our team on the right hand side is Trajan, he's gone Carthage, he's got 5 cav and then the rest Sacred Band. I've gone the Scipii, I've got a couple of Arch Auxilia, urbans, and then 6 cav. So this will be a nice little test for us. They're obviously good players being Titans, so we shall see what happens. I'll just sort of get the first chunk of the battle sort of rolling, as you know, there's not too much going on. So yeah, it looks like I want to face up to Sparky, obviously leaving Carthage on Macedon. Trajan's a good player, so he hopefully should be able to do something against Macedon, if you know what I mean. So I think we went down the route of, or I definitely did, that I was going to try and just keep Sparky at arm's length with Rome while we try and pin down Macedon to sort of, you know, pin him and get the Carthage Sacred Band getting their teeth into them, because they should go through as long as, you know, they go through, and then we can use the remainders, hopefully, of the Carthage army to come and help me against Sparky. But, you know, plans are all really very well and good, so we shall see what happens. Right, I think we're getting enough into it now. Yeah, let's just go and have a look what's going on. So you can see Sparky split his cav into 3 pairs. A couple of the pairs are with the archers, and then he's got another one directly behind his infantry. Legionaries peeled off a few of his pikes to marry up with the Carthage pikes that peeled up to come up and meet me. Sparky's trying to flank me, leaving a big hole between them. Rather than match his flanking force, I'm starting to pull myself back into the centre. I want to try and get myself jammed in this hole with Carthage taking on Macedon with impunity, you know what I mean? And then I can hopefully keep Sparky from backing him up, you know, with infantry from behind. But yeah, we'll see what happens. He's caught me a little bit there. I don't think he's going to be able to get a cav strike in before I settle. Yeah, you can see I'm sort of battle mode because the cav's gone into diamond formation, wedge formation. Carthage is still trying to chase down Macedon, who's reeling away quite nice. So it looks like they know what we're trying to do here, and I would have thought their plan will be the exact opposite of ours, which is they'll want to keep Carthage, you know, Macedon will want to keep Carthage at bay while Sparky tears me apart. So it always makes for a good little dust up when that sort of thing happens. As it is, he's sort of half pinned me down. I've not bothered facing, you know, neutralising my angle with Carthage there. I should do it though, because he's pushed right up, so I don't want his exposed flank to Sparky. Again, there's still 2 pairs out there. One of that Carthage Sacred Band that came out to the right went out to the cavalry. I think he got taken out. As it is, Sparky sent there's 2 pairs, 4 of his cav to take a strike at my Peely unit as it's moving. It's a good move. He's taken out 1 of them, 2 of them. I haven't replied. Like I said, I don't want to lose all my cav, if you know what I mean, so I want to keep them in bail. Carthage has now caught Macedon though now, so I'll probably want to shift off to the left, and if he's moving across this way, that's nice. So I probably just want to cut my losses and bang myself probably somewhere like here, if you see what I mean. So I'm backing up Carthage's right flank and let him do his business against that. Or this isn't too bad because I've got all of his units out here to the right, so hopefully Carthage can push its way through the majority of Macedon. Macedon's starting to see there's something up because he's pulling his little force he sent over to help Sparky out to the right. The Carthage on the right is getting destroyed. Let's go and see what's going on here. Yeah, so you can see, I think that army that he sent out meant his numbers were low, so it's enabled Trajan to flank and then coming on the side of a couple of units, which has routed them off. That's pretty good. Their cav, the two Macedon and Carthage cav, is facing off against each other. My archers are starting to make their way out there. I would guess they're going to end up over out the back, right out the back, trying to shoot at the back of the Macedonians. I've done what I said I was going to do. I've not really gone too far. I need to bump across units width again, so I'm sort of backing him right up because he can still hit that from there with those two. That's enough of a gap there, and my cav's not close enough to be able to do anything. And if he starts tearing into this and Macedon can get a few pikes sort of coming in there, then we'll be in a bit of trouble. Carthage cav is starting to take on the Macedonian cav. He's having to peel a couple of units back, which just means that Carthage can surround him now. If he can just turn his pike around and come into the back of these, that'd be quite nice. As it is, he's cutting his losses and going straight into the back and just trying to get a routing unit off. That'd be quite nice if he could, because once they go, the Macedonians are, they're tricky to sort of hold together mentally. I'm not sure what this guy is. Oh, he's an urban cohort, one of them peeler units that run off. My cav's still pretty intact. Sparky's still got his over there. I think he did just go for that strike then, didn't he? No, he went for something over here. Oh, yeah, he must have done, because my cav, I've blocked that path now, so I've seen it. Carthage cav is staying on the back. Mine's still here. So I'm just sort of really desperately trying to keep Sparky at arm's length at the moment now, stop him trying to get his teeth into me, but I can't really retreat anymore because I'll expose Trajan, so I need to hope that Sparky doesn't want to do anything too quickly. As it is, Macedon's starting to get rolled up here on the left with all these sacred band that are out here. Carthage has got his cav out there. I'm still protecting mine. Macedon's moving his cav over to help the Julii on this side. Now he's still going for that strike on the side. My urbans are there, so they should block off most of it, and I've seen it, and I've just sent two in there, but he's going to pull them out in time, so that's not too bad. Could do with bringing my cav in a little bit closer though, but I guess they were getting shot up by Macedon's Cretan archers. Yeah, my cav's just pulling out. He's rolled him back in, but he's not going to hit him, so he's pulled out as well. Macedon's pulling all his cav out to our right beyond the Julii infantry, or at least he's going to go for that little unit that I left out there, the peeler unit that left. My archers are out here, but they need to carry on right the way out to where that flanking Macedon unit is on the left, and the Carthage cav to get a nice angle on it. Yeah, I could probably do with taking them over here, just leaving them on skirmish and shooting at the back of so I can get a nice shot on the Julii as well when it comes to it. And then if they, chase them off, then fair enough, chase them off, use your cav that way, and I'll hit you. So yeah, we'll see. Carthage has got his cav in behind that because Macedon has completely put all his eggs in this basket on this side, so they want to really roll me up, which has made me put a sort of defensive formation over here on the right. I could probably do with maybe this use unit, putting them in tight and just putting them there, putting them both on defensive, maybe a slightly deeper formation so they can take a cav hit from a direct, from that sort of angle, and then anywhere around here I'll see it and get a nice angle for the counter charge. Sparky looks like he was going to send in a couple there. He's trying to take on Carthage cav as well. My archers are out there moving flaming missiles on. It looks like we're slowly getting through the Macedonians. One of them's routed off in the centre. That's quite nice. I'm still wheeling away from their cav. I don't want to get surrounded by their cav. I want to be able to take a nice hit. Carthage has sent his cav in over here to try and get the Macedonian general. If we can get him, that would be quite nice. Yeah, there he goes. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so I could probably do with still holding off for a bit just to let him recover and let him form up, but it looks like he's starting to make his way over pretty quickly anyway, so I think they're going to have to make their move. I make Sparky's got more infantry than me, but not a telling amount, if you see what I mean. I could do with probably coming over here slightly now with my cav, and just be on this back right quarter, just sort of fending off so they can't come in on the side of me, or don't get tempted to chuck everything on the side of me. And even if they do, I can come across them all and hit them in from the side. Carthage is starting to make his way over, so that's quite nice. I could do with backing something up over here because I'm going to get taken out, and then if they can sort of make inroads on this right hand side, they might be able to roll me up because my infantry is getting pretty thin. Sparky sent in 3 of his cav into this sort of left hand of my flank as it is now, where the Carthaginians are going in, so that's quite a nice little strike there. He took out one of the Carthaginian cav. Yeah, my archers I could probably do with chucking them, carrying them on a little bit, although that's not too bad from there. If I can just start shooting them up in tight formation with flaming arrows and engage them a little bit. Yeah, so we need to just sort of sit and let the infantry grind its way through. I know they're not going to let us do that, but I just need to keep reacting. So I could almost do with sort of trying to take the impetus from them using their cav to me sort of doing things and that, making them react to me with no intention of actually going balls deep if in an attack, if you see what I mean, and just leaving their cav while we grind through the infantry. I should be doing a lot more with this infantry, but I guess I'm being a bit dubious because obviously Macedon's got 5 pretty full companion cav there that's going to have a nice charge on it. There he goes, straight into the centre. Is he going to take out that unit there? I've pushed up the unit behind him. They're quite close to the general, so hopefully they won't rout because that would be the centre gone if they do. As it is, Sparky's come across, so he's going to try and take out my archers. Or no, he's not. He's just facing up. I've sent my cav in, but I didn't face them up right. Did you see that? And yeah, it's not too bad. He sent an urban in there, but hopefully, I should be turning these archers off, taking the flames off, and taking out this Judite cav now, and just smashing it right up. I'm not doing too bad. I'm starting to whittle them down, but in comes the Macedonian cav with nothing to back me up. So that's not great. I definitely should have turned all of them, or at least put them in guard. I don't know if I did that. Probably not. They're holding up quite well. The Carthage cav is coming in from the back that either rallied or was chasing something off, but I think they're going to just get the better of me there. Yeah, Sparky's just surrounded me on that left-hand side, and that's going to round my cav off. They'd stuck around quite well then, to be fair. I was expecting to go 10-15 seconds before, so not too bad, but yeah, not great because that leaves them the full cav advantage now. Yeah, I should have a long time ago. I'm getting deja vu from this, actually. I haven't put this one on before, have I? Or have I don't know. Sorry if I have. I can't remember doing it. Yeah, you see, Sparky's put it. Yeah, so we're exhausted and warmed up, and all this, that, and the other. We really need to sort of regroup now. And what it needs to be is, I really need to engage the urbans, and then Carthage just be on anti-cav sort of thing. But we need to pull all our units together so they don't get taken out like this guy did on the left, who just got straggled off. Because at this stage of the game, every unit counts. Yeah, we could do with just almost sort of sitting there. Could probably, even if he's got enough pikes left, box up. Although they've got quite a lot of cav, so okay. So yeah, it looks like we are forming up a little bit and just going to sit there and try and get back. My army's all fresh. It's not done anything. Yeah, I could almost just leave him like that, and Carthage could just pull his phalanxes behind mine facing the other way against the cav and just the edges, and let them come on to us maybe. As it is, Sparky's retreating. I'm probably going to be in impatient mode. Yeah, I can see it coming. I know what's going to happen here. I'm going to start chasing after him, which is one of my number one things, but I've seen it quite a few times. So hopefully, as we get through into the games that I've started doing recently, we won't see that as much, but yeah, you never know. So Sparky's still got a few archers left over here on the right as we look at it, with not much infantry and only a couple of cav. Yeah, I'm getting drawn. Can you see what's happening now? I'm getting pulled away from the Carthaginians because they're exhausted. They're not going to catch up with me. See, they've already straggled off one unit. I've sent a couple over to try and block this companion cav charge coming in. Yeah, I just need to do that, really. Just engage him. And I should have been doing it around where Carthage was with me, because they're going to be able to drag me off now. And there's enough there. Yeah, can you see I've committed my general up there? He's not going to be too close to these. The numbers is going to push them across. If they don't hold and it's just the Carthaginians who are exhausted, we're in trouble. My general needs to be running in here now from the back and just sandwich them. Yeah, he is going to, as it is. But the Macedon cav, the companions, are coming into the back of me. They didn't get the greatest charge, but that might be enough just to sketch out my general. They held up quite well, those infantry, for the little battering they took. Sparky's pulled out his archers that he ran in there just to get the numbers going and a bit of impetus on it. Little small cav charge with his knackers cav, but it's enough to take out my general. That's bad times. That means my, obviously, other two units, which are knackered, well, they're not knackered actually, but yeah, they just started to go, so that's not great. That leaves the Carthaginians, who are exhausted. Yeah, it's annoying watching them back when you're like, no, you F right up, because we got ourselves into a pretty good position there. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Macedon cav, I fear, is going to be the difference maker. But Yeah, one of the Carthaginians is going now. Oh, they're all coming in from every angle. So, yeah. Boom. And that's it. What have we got left? Probably just my archers, isn't it? Unless they got chased off. No, they're gone. Oh, is that? Hmm. Never mind, never mind. That's that. Yeah. So that was a good little game. We sort of, done quite well, and then didn't do quite well. But yeah, it's one of them learning curves all round. So I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest with you. Hope you enjoyed it. Right, let's have a look at the scores. George Dawes. Yeah. Okay, so not too bad, pretty average all round, bit low by me, but I was sort of being a bit defensive, so yeah, that's what happens. But yeah, good game, well played, everybody. See you later.
Follow me, Blaezer.